camera's tilted, but good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good morning, everybody.
That's it. We're here again, another morning. Thank God. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you.
Amen.
I mean that. Amen.
Amen.
I mean, I do seek. I do seek his wisdom. And we're going to talk today about money and how money does it make you. So I like to say, I make money, money don't make me. But go please share this, comment, follow, do all the things necessary. Listen, I'm starting to connect with people around the United States right now. I knew it was just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. And we're talking about someone really getting involved in starting their own shows. And that, I knew it. I talked to one of my brothers up in Michigan, and Julian, that dude is ready to take over. I'm going to ask him to maybe call in a few, but I need to get through the first segment of this. Rory T. Edwards will be here today, so get ready. We're going to talk a lot about that.
Shout out Nelson Mandela.
Oh,
Yes,
brother
yes.
Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
Over there.
Loss.
That's it.
Yes. Sorry for the loss.
I followed Nelson before, while he was in prison.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard about him, and I watched some of the things, and he was just a fighter.
Very faithful man.
Very. So our condolences go out to his family,
Yes.
his friends, and the associates around the globe.
Yes.
I make money. Money don't make me. I make money. Money don't make me. Now there's a brother named Darius Robinson. Look at my Facebook, Bob. Maybe he's as a friend. He'll pop up. And he wrote that song, and I heard it, and I was like, wow. I heard him do it live. And I said, wow, this dude can put it down, right? But I said, that's my song. That's one of my songs. That's one of those songs that I can promote, and it fits who I am. It's amazing how money really, really, really works. And what we think about money, is phenomenal. It is a phenomenon. I could be one thing and somebody could be another thing, and you wonder, what are they thinking about? Why they don't know about this? It's just one of those things you just don't know. You don't know. It's just like you said. There's a lot of things about money. Give me one. Money talks. Okay, money talks. So we're gonna find out. Let me write that down. Money talks. Okay. It takes money to make money. Okay? So, Brother Rory Edwards is going to come in here this morning, and he's going to break it down. But I'm going to lead into it, okay? This might be an hour show today, y'all. Not show, but broadcast. Money talks, right? No, money screams, ladies and gentlemen. Money screams. So you got to know that. If money was like, everybody be, no, money screams, say, hey, I'm right here, come and get me. That's it. Because if you don't hear calling your name, screaming your name, you're not going to pursue it. There's no way. Who would do that? Who's gonna pursue something that they don't know or something they don't know about. That, but right?
That's true.
How many people you know inspires to be millionaires and rich? Every day, right? Every day, people wake up and say, "I'm gonna be rich," and they really, really believe that they're gonna be rich and wealthy. I mean, I'm talking, but they really believe
You
it.
have to believe it though.
You know?
Believe it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, without the work,
You have to do what it
you can
takes.
believe whatever you want. I mean, it's like a dead end prayer. You know, God just help me with this, and we be good. But God help me get this million.
You got to do the work. Bro.
God help me get this million. Then you stop begging. Please, God.
What you gonna do for it?
Look, yeah. You never said never. You know, people give me the strength and the power. They're asking, let me hit this number. Let me hit this. If I hit this number, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I hit this number.
Ooh, it's gonna be all.
That's going to be all. But it never happens quite like that. It's rare that even happens. They say you get hit by a lightning bolt 10 times before you hit the lottery.
I think it's a gimmick.
But it's true. Think about it. How many people you know hit the lottery for millions? Seriously. Mark, how many people you know hit the lottery for a couple of millions?
None.
There you go. So you're going to get hit by lightning before you even know somebody that did it.
Think about it.
Don't even think of you. Think about that, right? Just for a second.
I take that back. There's a few, but they didn't win millions.
Right.
Just a little bit
No, they hit the number.
Hit the number.
I said millions.
That's the lottery, right?
No, I said millions. So you
Hit
heard what
the
I said.
number. Hit the number.
Then he regressed to just hit the number. But no, seriously though, when you get to the point where you're begging God to help you hit this number, and you don't even know nobody ever hit the number, it's weird, man. What goes on, the fantasy that goes on people's mind. You want to be a multimillionaire,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't even have a tool to get there.
They must say about palm readers. What you read a palm boy? You ain't even a millionaire.
Yeah, you're not even a palm reader. You're not even a
That's
millionaire.
a waste of money.
And you'd be surprised if
People that
they.
believe in that.
That's crazy.
But some people, I mean, someone might be. I mean, they end up someone millionaire. But how many millionaire palm readers do you know that live on the Glenwood? You know, I mean, smack dab in the hood. And you think they're in smack dab in the hood.
That's a hustle. That's what that is.
And then you can move up and go to Beverly Hills and catch them in Beverly Hills and pay.
They might believe it.
You can pay more for the same thing you can get in the hood. Right?
That's right.
Now, let's keep talking about it. It takes money to make money, right?
That's right.
I want to know how many people you know are doing well right now because they got money. No, seriously. Call in right now, 404-286-6700 if you know somebody that's wealthy just because they got money. If it took money to make money, what does that mean?
They get to put money out in order to
We'll all have it. Well, if it takes money to make money,
we all have
we will all have money. So now it's starting to make a lot more sense, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It takes knowledge and commitment and time and love for your game, for your passion for the game that you're a part of. This is crazy, folks. We're at a point where we're in a state of believing something and achieving something that's unbelievable and unachievable. It's a phenomenon that I'm definitely gonna break. I'm gonna break that code, okay? Especially amongst the youth and our young adults that's in college, going into their 30s. These are the people that I'm gonna be recruiting now. I'm going after the 17, 18, 19-year-olds, 100, 1,000. I've done it. I've been doing it over here, but now it's a tunnel focus. For what you see, Donna, we went out yesterday. We hit, what, 4 schools?
Yeah, that's right.
So, what have you noticed? What did you notice yesterday? And I'll get a little bit more technical, but the first school we went to, what did we get? And that was, I don't even want to say the name, but over there, see.
Yeah,
okay.
Like a brush off, more so.
Say it again. It felt like a what?
Well, I'm not gonna go into it.
No, I just tell what it felt like.
It just felt like a brush off. You know, you don't really want to help the youth. You just doing the job.
Right.
That's what I felt yesterday.
Right. So, if you had that feeling, you think somebody else would get that feeling?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because why? Because it was that blatant.
Yeah, it was shown.
Right? So that's what you're gonna get out there too, that you think people are forthright and helping the cause of the kids. Now they may be thinking of doing it on their own merits, right? That it's really happening.
Yeah.
Then when somebody bring you a proposal and then you're really not the people that we really need to be speaking to,
Right.
but we acknowledge you as the person. We'll go with you.
Just because, yeah.
Well, when we started with you,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So now we come back to the person that we started with, and then we say, well, we understand you did that for us, but can you give us the phone number to the person that we really need? Well, I told her about it. I'll tell her again. I don't think I need. I said, okay.
Trying to help the children.
Joe is right. Then we went to every school after that was great success.
It was a blessing.
See, but I went harder with the business community partner. And we went straight after the what? The marketing and the business department heads. We didn't go after no more of the principal, because they even, one school said, oh, you want to see the principal about that.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that?
Yeah.
And what did I said, no, I don't.
No, I do that.
No, I don't do that. I don't need to talk that. I want to waste that principal's time.
That's right.
That's why he has employees, a head of departments and stuff. They handle the work. So we went direct to the business department in the school, in the marketing department. Even if the school said, well, we don't have no department like that. Yeah. So who's in charge of business classes? And right?
Entrepreneurship classes.
Who deals with the entrepreneurship classes? Because if you don't go in there, if you go to these colleges and these high schools, and you ain't talking about entrepreneurial students, that's the business students. Those are the ones that elite, that's gonna run this country someday.
That's right.
Right?
That's
the future of our country is in the marketing and the business departments. Make no mistake about that. Now, of course, we need our teachers, our lawyers, we need all that, right? But a lot of our, if you think about some of our doctors, all that stuff, a lot of them got business sense too. Or they can run the hospital, right?
That's true.
There's one thing to be a doctor, but there's one thing to be an administrator that can make sure that the money is allocated right, that's flowing correctly. So these kids, the ones that we went were wide open.
Man, I really enjoyed yesterday. I really did.
No, I feel
really enjoyed it. I'm serious. And when, like the last school we went to, MLK, oh my God, that was just a blessing.
It was wide open.
Wide open.
What happened? What did the lady need from me? As she was talking,
what did you say about the affiliation?
and then she said, you know, we need somebody on the board.
Board, I'm like, hey. We're in the
board
right
of-
place.
Is that not what I said when she said we need somebody to be on the board? I said, that's me.
That's me, right?
That's me. You found that person. We need somebody
Walk right
that can-
into it. You walk right into it. Even though some doors were closed in our face, we still kept
But the
going.
deal was we were more on track of what we were doing.
Yes.
We learned to be a lot more specific
That's
to
right.
what we wanted. Right?
That's right.
We were a lot more specific. We said we want to deal with the business, the management, the entrepreneurs,
That's right.
all that, right?
Yes, yes.
Mr. Roy T. What's up,
How are
big boy?
you?
Roy T. Edwards, I'm sorry. I always say don't get smacked. Like my mama used to say, don't get smacked. I said, I won't. Why you ducking? Why you frightened?
Right?
So, that administrator made sure, because when we went into the right place, and we embarked on the right situation,
Right.
it was available.
It's right there.
Everything we wanted.
Yes.
I said, business community partner. She said, how about being on the board? I said, how about that? I said, I can do that. Right? And it's my son's school. Bless though. And it's my son's school, so that's a double bonus.
Yes.
Because I would want to help my home-based school first.
Exactly.
So now we're going to build that program up and show the world that we can do it. We can help our children when they go to college to really be ready to make bread, man. This is real live money. We're going to teach them direct sales, and we're going to teach them distribution and how to recruit and make money. It doesn't matter, residual, 5%, 10%, 12%, 3%, it don't matter, 2%. Getting paid off all these percentages all over the place and be mindful of that, you know? And I know a lot of curriculums and stuff don't actually do it like that, but who cares? The curriculums out there, I need it. Then now they need people like me to come from the outside and help them. So the topic today is I make money, money don't make me. I talked about how money talks, but I said no, money screams. You know, okay. And the other one was it takes money to make money. And I said if that was true,
money.
if that was true, if that was true, Rory,
Right.
if it took money to make money, we'll all be killing them right now, right?
We would all be.
We all have it.
We would all have, yeah. But I guess if you look at that question, it's a loaded question. It's a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people who are successful, their stories are, I didn't start with anything, right? And then I grew into something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a opportunity for you to be. I think money is attracted to people who really want to make money,
Yeah.
right? Because there's a lot of people out there who are talking.
Yeah.
I want money, you know. But
What are you
is your
doing to
plan?
get it?
Right. What is your plan to get it? Tell me how what plan you have implemented in place, how you could make it. Or there's people who see you with money,
They think it's easy to
think it's
do.
easy to get, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's always that scenario about I use with the duck. You know, if you look at a duck or a swan or a goose, you know, when they're all on top of the water and they're just smooth, right? You know that. But underwater, they're kicking like crazy, right? They're kicking like crazy. And you like, see, so you take the shot underwater.
Right.
There's a different
You
scenario.
gotta look at the workload that you gotta
Yeah.
do to get across there.
Yeah, so you look at that. So people who see people dress nice, you know, whatever your perception is
Imagination.
of money,
Mm-hmm.
look at what they did to get there.
But that was the point right there, Rory. It was education, knowledge, commitment to the game that got them the money, because they started broke.
Right.
They took their wisdom now and their energy there to get them there.
Well, see, this is what there was a statement that I pulled yesterday that I was reading, and it says it's from Forbes. It was a statement in Forbes magazine, and there's a gentleman, Dale Carnegie, who has a series of books, and one of his books is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And there's a quote in there that says, even in such technical lines as engineering, about 15% of one's knowledge and about 85% is due to skills in human engineering. To personally get one's ability to lead people, human engineering is your ability to influence yourself and others.
Lord.
So, it's human engineering. It's building relationships. It's being able to sell what your product is and make people believe that your product was the greatest thing that ever touched the earth. It was the first time that ever touched it. First time it ever touched this earth, and it's the best product on earth.
That's what we're going up against right now, anyway.
And the people are not buying your product, the people are buying you.
Mm-hmm.
And so people will invest
Lord
in
have
you.
mercy.
And if they invest in you, then they'll invest in your product, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how money is generated. And then what happens, people who have something, because if I have a lot of money, why would I go out and work hard to make money when I can put it invest in someone else who I know is working harder to make their own money, and together we grow.
That's it.
I mean, just my theory. I don't know.
What theory? That's the greatest theory I ever heard.
That sounds like
It's people
cash
power.
flow.
For real.
Excuse me, guys. Y'all go ahead. Keep talking.
But I think, what would be the better thing, right? Because we know we have some listeners out there, right, who think they about that money, right? You know, there's people that say, "Oh, I'm about that life." I like to hear somebody's theory on. Yeah, tell them to
A
call
lot
in.
of those multi-level marketers.
Right? Yeah, you know.
I ain't gonna say any names.
Right. But I like to hear some people call in and tell us their theories. Because it's just interesting to hear how people believe. Like I work with a lot of athletes, and it's interesting to hear. You ask them, what's your plan? Especially you ask a middle school athlete, what's your plan to get to the professional ranks? Oh, I'm just going to, get on the field and perform.
Okay.
There's 10 million young people that are performing, right? What is your plan to be that elite person that somebody's going to choose to invest a whole lot of money in to participate on their team? And I don't want to say, I don't want to say it's not an investment. It's an investment in their company.
Right.
The professional ranked teams they're not investing in you.
Right.
They are utilizing you, and some people probably take off to utilizing and say they're using you
Yes.
to promote their own product, their own brand, which is a professional label,
their
right?
business,
Yeah, it's their business. So you think that it's your business? It's really not your business. It's not about you. It's not about, because at the end of the day,
You're the product.
you're the product.
Right.
They're pushing you, but you're really pushing them.
Right. And you don't own anything.
You don't own nothing.
And
You don't even own yourself.
You ain't manufacture it.
Mm-mm.
They endorsed you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Or they even sponsored you.
Yeah, we
Sponsor,
good.
yeah.
But they're sponsoring you.
Mhm.
So there's thousands of playground legends. And Market Dude was one. All these pictures he was a playground legend.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's the way it is, And there was a lot of learning to get there. It didn't just happen.
Right.
There was a lot of cats all around the side. They wanted to get in.
Right.
I said, why ain't they getting in?
Yeah.
I said, because we were competing.
That's right.
Yeah.
The best players on it. That started early. It started really early. Most people don't understand the concept of
There we go.
how that game really started.
Mm.
How many of you remember when you were in school, right?
Mm.
In elementary school, and it was two people who the gym teacher picked,
Mm.
and then that person got to pick the people they wanted on their team.
Exactly.
Right? So it started, were you the best athlete? So if you were the best athlete, or were they afraid of you?
Mm.
Did they think that you were going to elevate their team?
Mhm.
So it was like, I'll take Mark.
Mm.
Okay, then when you got down, it was just you and somebody else. You knew you were getting picked, but
Yeah, but you're nervous.
you know your level, right? You know where you
Right,
were.
yeah.
You knew where you were. And then there was another concept. It was like when you had spelling bees.
Uh-oh.
Then you went in and they picked you based on your academics, right?
Yeah,
Your
you
intellect.
go. Wow.
So,
That's deep.
If you were in both of them, if you were in both of those categories picked first, then there was something about you that other people saw.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you utilize that to become
That's
a great individual.
That's crazy. I got a client of ours came in last night and he talked about his son. How his son is a golf pro. He's 13 years old.
Mhm.
He's like really good. Imitates all the golf people on TV, and he said he's really talented. But you know, as far as his intelligence, it's not there. But you know,
Right.
heart of gold, whatever. But has a talent.
He shouldn't say his son's his intelligence is not there. That should be his intelligence is not there.
Yeah.
Because a 13-year-old is only, that's like getting a puppy, right? Okay, we live next door to each other. There's a guy down the street selling some pit bull puppies.
Yeah.
You buy one, I buy one. Every day I'm out there walking my puppy. I'm teaching him how to sit. I'm teaching him how to, use the bathroom in a specific place. You just got yours in the backyard tied up. Whose puppy's gonna be?
Superior.
What puppy's gonna be the better puppy
Right.
based on what a puppy?
Better
what a dog's supposed
genes,
to come
better
with, right?
legacy. Yeah.
Your puppy's the one that the what's that called? The dog catcher is coming to get.
Yeah.
Because when he breaks loose,
Yeah.
he's wild. He's
He
wild
ready to
west.
chew on
Right?
everybody.
Right. So it's just the same thing. I mean, and first of all, if the son's that good, the technical knowledge and skill that you need to do to play golf, you can't be done. I mean, it's one of the most technical. I love the game. I play the game as much as I possibly can. But the game is very humbling too.
Yeah, beat
hear
you
most
up.
people say, "Oh man, I'm not going out there that little white ball. I don't want to run around hitting a white ball all day for." Because it's the game to me. How I utilize the game. The game is like life. The first shot you get on the tee is Monday. So you can hit the ball real good, and then Monday you walking down to your ball and you looking around and you are the deer watching, are the squirrels looking at where your ball is. Do you look back to see if anybody else is saying how far you're walking down?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
But hit a shot in the woods. That's like coming into work on Monday and be like, God. You got all this paperwork, you got phone calls. So that's the same thing.
Yeah.
But you have to go to Tuesday if you want to continue working.
Right.
You have to go to your second shot. And then you have to adjust. You have to make adjustments. There's a different lie. Am I in a different grass? There's a certain, am I in a high grass? And do I get a club length because there's an impediment in the way? So there's a whole bunch of things you have to do
Right.
to understand. Now, what club do I select? How far am I out? Do I need more loft? Am I going to run it? Am I going to bump and run it? What is it? So there's so many technical things when you walk up there. So for someone to say that, and I mean that's that man's son, I don't know.
No.
But I'm just saying that when you have someone who's talented at a certain thing and they're lacking one other thing,
Education mostly.
that's you.
Yeah. That's
Because
like
you put a lot of
that
emphasis on the
means
game.
that
And I brought that up because you had brought up when we were talking about the sponsorship. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm used to it. Go ahead.
You asked, what are you gonna do next? You're good at golf. What are you gonna do next?
Right.
What are you gonna do to get to the next level?
Yeah. And that's the thing too. You might need to be, when you have somebody that talented. I have another friend, a friend of mine whose son is totally talented. I mean, the last few tournaments, if you've seen those pictures on Facebook, right? I brought him with me, and I mean, he played on our team, and he hit the ball 350, on a rope, and that was he was the winning piece to our team.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he wants to play, he doesn't want to play. But I mean, if he really concentrated, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why a lot of our kids don't, because it's really expensive to get sponsors too.
Yeah.
And then the game was created for one group of individuals.
Yes.
They allow one in, and that one's tearing them up.
Hey.
And then they mad because he got a few white women on his arm.
Yeah.
And
It's
most
over.
of them do. A lot of them get
Yeah.
successful, and they do.
Right.
So, but there's a lot more. There's a lot of young men who I've seen who are phenomenal at the game, and it's a really thinking man's game. And the main thing is discipline. Because first of all, if you're young, and you're younger, you got to walk the course. I used to walk the course. I don't walk no course.
Ah!
I get in the car and then we'll drive and then I'll walk to my ball, but I ain't walking the course.
Ah!
But then you got to think of that, the fatigue. You know, you constantly got to be disciplined. So it's a game that I don't think we were talking about golf. But it's a game that I'm just saying because the question.
It's all a game. You
Life's
know
a
what?
game.
Yeah, it's all there. All the elements of life is in everything they do. That game is there.
Right.
How you gonna think yourself out of it? We get in a situation. How we gonna think ourselves out of it? You gotta go with the power, and somebody's gotta know how to do it. You know. But do you find him Darius Robinson? On my side. Well, Darius Robinson. Let me see if I can get him in there. Darius, there he is right there. Yep. Darius Robinson wrote this song, and I enjoyed the song. It's called "I Make Money, Money Don't Make Me." I make money. I mean, just the riff of it, it got to me, because I said that was my way of thinking,
Yeah.
I mean, how are y'all living? You making money or money making you? Because that's where I want to, feed you again. I mean, what is that? What is that whole thing? You gotta have that the thought process to make that money. It takes money to make money. No, it takes intelligence. Want to make sure that.
Right.
I'm gonna just leave the floor open a little bit, Roy. You might have some things right there. Again, we've got Rory T. Edwards in the house, and this is what he do. He just trains the brain. He trains our youth, our elders, people who have been in sports, you name it. And that's what he do. That's what he do. He take us there.
Let's see what the song look like.
Yeah, and it's gonna feed into it. And it got a little, it's more of a gospel type of feel to it. I'm gonna open up the lines. There we go. Let's open up these lines. 404-286-6700. 404-286-6700. Call on in and let's ask Mr. Rory T. Edwards a question. Any question you got? You as an individual, you may have children. When you see with me, and then I'm gonna get there. Then we can probably spend. Yeah, that's him right there. And I'm gonna lead it back home to me,
Right.
Rory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's keep it personal. Me and my son, right?
Right.
And we were just talking about that. Now, my son grew up, he was 9, but he didn't grow up really with the company when he started. He really been with the company for about 4 or 5 years, right? But Mark has learned everything I can teach him.
Right.
I mean, doggish style ways, right?
Right.
But I went to college for this. Not only that,
What is the song?
I love money. I make money. Money don't make me. Carla, you're on air.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning?
Doing great.
How about you, brother?
What's on your mind, big brother? Who's this?
This is Patrick Julian.
Mr. Patrick Julian. You got what's on your mind this morning, brother?
Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to be in the midst of those that's making money and the money not making me.
Hey there. You got it, brother. Hey,
Go
ahead. I'm listening.
I just wanted to say I'm a participant. I'm a team player, and I want to be a part of the program.
Yes,
So I just listen every morning. And this morning, I'm just glad to hear Mr. Edwards there, and I appreciate you for bringing your mental and putting it out here for us, brother.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Did you hear me?
Hey, brother Julian.
Yes.
Okay, he said thank you.
I said thank you for that.
Don't you hang up on me. Okay. Brother Julian,
Yes.
Let me say something to get us started in the right direction here. We're talking about I make money, money don't make me, right? Now check this out. I really believe in education. I'm a stickler for it. My grandmother was too. I believe a person needs to be educated on things to get to where they need to go. It would be a little bit more effortless if you go ahead and learn, right? So we spoke, I believe yesterday, and I said, you know, this might be great if you attack the schools and the college. Where's the nearest college? And you grabbed a hold of that, and now we talked last night, and you realize the information in the education, what I was giving to you, man, was impeccable.
Very impeccable.
And so that's what we're talking about today. That money is not everything. It might be up there with oxygen and, you know, and food, but money is really not the root of getting more money. What do you guys say about that?
I can appreciate that because I look at the way that you set up the recruitment system, and in my past marketing, network marketing programs, I used to do prepaid legal. We were basically recruiting people, getting them to join our team. And the more people that join our team, the money's gonna come.
That's it.
It was just the recruitment that was the most important. So I can appreciate that. I ain't money hungry. I'm just surviving right now, but I ain't money hungry because I grew up in the projects, baby. So I know how to survive. It's just a matter of doing it the proper way.
Yes. What do you guys say about that?
Yeah, it's absolutely true because, you know, a saying that I always use is money's a wonderful servant, but a terrible master, right? And most people who want money get the money and then do things that don't have the money work for them. Because what they do is they invest into the moment, right? And they don't invest into longevity because they think that this money is going to continue coming for the remainder of my life. And then you got to realize, like you said, when growing up in the projects, you've learned how to survive off of very little, right? But you know that if it came down to it, you would be able to survive. But survival is not just what you want. Everybody wants to live, right? So people say, are you living or are you just surviving, right? But everybody wants to live, right?
Right.
And everybody wants to live comfortable. So I think that as long as you understand what the money can do for you and you utilize it properly, then money will always be a great servant for you, right? It'll be a great servant for you. So, and it's all about, like you said, the person who hustles the most and has the greatest relationship building skills will be that individual who will prosper the most. And people see, like Donald Trump, they say, oh, he's just a, you know, he has a lot of money, but
money grubber, right? Cutthroat money grubber.
But who isn't? Who isn't? Who makes a lot of money and doesn't cut throats?
Yes, you gotta be shrewd.
Yeah, because you know why? So many people are leeches when you got a lot of money.
They're after your money at all times.
So those people who you're cutting, the throat that you think you're cutting, is really not the throat of an individual who's advancing your agenda, but it's an individual who wants a bloodsucker, who wants to live off of what you've grown, what you've built, right? So I just think it's a great opportunity if you're able to get into something, to make money, and you do what you love to do, then you'll always be wealthy.
Absolutely. What do you think about that, Jay?
I can appreciate that, and I believe in that recruitment being the educational system. And by it being the educational system, it creates that residual income that's going to come regardless. Once you get it started, it's going to come.
Right.
So I can appreciate that, and I understand what he's saying.
Amen. I appreciate the call. Make sure you stay with us now. We'll talk to you hopefully almost daily. It sounds like you going until you start your own show. When you gonna start your own show?
I'm gonna get prepared for that. I wanna get the product on my side first.
There you
I ain't
go.
got enough product on my side yet.
Okay, that's a good thing.
I gotta get rid of some toilet paper. I gotta get rid of some lotion, some shower gel.
There you go, my man. I appreciate you so much, Patrick. And you have a blessed day, and God bless you and your family.
All right, thank you all.
You're welcome,
All
man.
right,
Bless, brother.
That was a good call. And he said the right thing is recruiting. All of it's recruiting. Drug dealers recruit.
Drug addicts recruit.
No, they do too.
Yeah, they recruit. They recruit. The more people they get to go in the product with, they get their product free.
There you go. I mean, they recruit too.
Right, yeah.
See, let me tell you something. When we get to that point, all my constituents out here, when you get to the point where you understand that it's all about the recruiting. It's all about getting out there and developing a system where other people can make money with you. Now, one thing I came up with, I told Mark this morning, you're going to love this. We're going straight for the jungle fund. It costs nothing to join this company. Absolutely not, zero. You come in as a distributor, we give you 10%. Everything that your people, every time you send somebody to our store, they're going to put their name under your name. And you get 10% from all these people every time they purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I developed all the way yesterday, Did you hear me? You said, I never got quite heard it. I said, look, we'll show them how to start a business with $25, even zero. Did you hear me say that?
Yeah.
I developed it yesterday on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Because and I asked Mark this morning, I said, well, it doesn't cost anybody anything to be a distributor, does it? He said, no. I said, well, come in as a distributor and get 10% of everything that comes through. Right?
You gotta give some incentive. You gotta give them something to reach for. So,
But also, think of the punchline on this. I said, it takes money to make money. And they didn't have to put up no money. So it's not always true.
yeah, no. It's all about recruiting. It's all about recruiting. It's all about getting other people to believe again. Like I said in the beginning, believe in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The people are gonna believe in you. The people are gonna sell your theory, and then behind that, then they'll get behind you.
I love
I
that.
mean,
That's a great system, though.
Why do certain people have so many people following them on Twitter? Because they have something that people want to be attached to.
Yes.
Facebook, you get so many,
Friends.
everybody can have friends, but are they friends or are they just followers?
Yeah.
But there's certain people who have done so much that their words can change the whole direction
Wow.
of individuals. You
Yeah.
say one thing and they'll go the way you go.
Yeah. And then it's on. I mean,
Right.
you got an army of them people.
Yeah, and that's all it's about. If you whatever you want to do, you have to establish who you're going after and then go get them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there.
It takes a plan, like you said, right?
Yeah, you have to have
it takes
a
a
plan.
thought
Yeah,
process.
plan of execution.
Yes. See, and that's the thing, people, you hear that, people? It's that plan, man. You gonna plan to fail?
Or fail the plan. Whatever, one or the other.
Oh my God. See, but when you hear stuff like that, now it's really hitting home that you really do need somewhat of a plan for everything.
Oh, totally. I mean, getting up in the morning, coming out the house is a plan,
Here we go.
right? It's
Here
a
we
plan.
go.
You wake up.
Keeping it
First of all,
simple. Keeping
you
it
wake up.
simple now.
You have to wake up, right?
Lord
So
Jesus.
do you walk out the house? You're gonna be greeted a little different because you gotta run up on somebody. You got the dragon. So the plan is to go to the bathroom and brush your teeth, right? You gotta have a plan to brush your teeth because you want to talk to people. And then there's something that has accumulated over the night that probably will push people away. And that's called the dragon, bad breath, right? So you plan to get up and go to the bathroom, right? Then you have your clothes laid out. Like me, I laid my clothes out the night before.
You planned it though.
So I planned it. I planned what I'm going to do, what my day's going to look like. So I planned my attire on what that day is going to be.
Nice.
You know, at work, if you got to dress a certain way on certain days, you only look at that particular type of gear. You don't go if you know you have to be dressed up in work. Why go through your jeans and go through your sneakers if you know you can't wear that? Why go through it, right?
Yeah.
You're wasting energy.
Yeah, and time.
And time, yeah, but time is valuable. Time is the greatest thing, the greatest value of
Asset we
somebody's
have.
money.
It's the greatest asset
Yeah.
we have.
Everybody's time is worth millions,
Yeah.
If I waste your time and you wasted my time, then I wasted your life, and I
That's
can't
right.
do that. So
Yeah.
if you know that you're only supposed to wear a certain thing at work, you go to a certain section in your closet. That's why you section off your clothes. You don't just throw your clothes in the closet.
I know that.
You section them off. I do my clothes. I have, I have a little OCD problem. I move my stuff. My stuff has to be a certain way. My paper has to be.
So many spaced out a certain way. You put
Yeah.
your fingers on it.
Yeah, you gotta put stuff. That's how my clothes are.
Uh-huh.
I have my jeans this way. I only got 2 pair. I don't wear no jeans. I'm from up top. We don't wear. We
Yeah.
never wear
Uh-huh.
jeans. Slack man.
Yeah,
So I want to be clean.
There you go.
And then you have jeans, and then I have, my black pants, my blue pants, my beige, my brown pants, all variations of brown. Then I have my variations of gray, and then I have my shirts by white. Then I have my white with stripes, and I have my white with patterns, and I have my blues and my browns and my whatever.
Right.
And so when I go somewhere, when I pull out my pants, I say, okay, brown. I don't need to go all through all my shirts. I know that I'm
Right.
going to match.
You
with
take the
brown.
pants and lay it right in the
Organized.
shirt.
Yes,
So,
yes.
And then my shoes are set up, my browns, my blacks, whatever.
Right.
And then I don't have to go look at my sneakers.
Your gators and your
I don't wear no gators. I don't wear no gators.
your ostriches over here.
Yeah, all that.
Gators over
Oh,
here.
that's the passage of Hollywood. Yeah, no, I don't wear no gators. The gators might turn around back and bite you.
You know it?
Yes, sir. Or somebody, people try to get you for them gators.
Yeah.
Because they want to win,
They
right?
gank you for your gators.
For your gators, so.
Gank you for your gators.
Mm-hmm.
Not thank you for your gators. Gank you for your gators.
Right. Yeah, so that's a plan. That's a plan. Every day you have to have a plan. Every
Yes.
day you could plan to fail or you could fail to plan. So
Yeah.
if you fail to plan, your plan's gonna fail.
Anyway,
Right.
you stepped off into it.
Because you're going into somebody else's plan now.
But now that's interesting. That's an interesting point. Can you imagine you got yourself ready, you're ready to go, and you don't even care. You're just going.
A lot of people like that.
Oh, I know. Where you going? I don't know. I'm just going.
A lot of people like that. I'm an educator by my foundation by trade. But I mean, I've seen young men and young women come to school dressed to the nine, right? That's just old saying, dressed to the nine. Casket clean. That's what I heard down here. Casket clean.
I never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here people say you be casket clean.
Damn.
How you gonna put a death on me?
They put you in there.
Yeah, why can't I be like wedding clean?
Right, or something. Yeah, I got the casket clean.
More college clean.
That's the first thing when I heard one time I was down in South Georgia.
Damn,
It's a-
casket clean.
You casket clean. I said, what?
Damn.
I looked, I was
You
like,
death.
I looked, I was the Green Reaper behind, was the Green Reaper behind
I
me?
know.
So I see people dressed, they match sneakers, they got their Timbs on, they got Timbs a certain way, they
look like money.
they look like money, but then they come to school
Start talking.
and they don't do nothing. They just sit in class and
Oh my God.
I said, little brother, why did you waste all that time? Why did you waste all that time to take all that time to come to school and then don't even want to get what you came here for?
Wow.
Don't go nowhere unless you get something to come
But he
back.
didn't plan for that.
No.
He didn't plan to succeed.
The farthest he got
He
was to
played
get
the field.
dressed. What
Right.
he got was to get dressed. And where you going? I don't know. I'm just gonna walk around. Go!
Don't do it.
Right? So, what are you doing? What is the problem? I don't understand it. So,
Yeah.
That's a shame.
We got about 9 minutes left in the broadcast, and we just want to first say anything that you really loved about this. Just share it. Share it. If you're on right now, follow us. And the biggest thing that I need this more than anything is I need comments. How great are we doing or how bad are we doing? I'm not scared. I need your input so I can give you a better output. So please, when you get a chance, just comment And those comments go a long, long way. And the sharing and all that, it's incredible. The things I see on social media now, just because you connect to each other, and one thing lead to another so fast it make your head spin. So, please, and to do that with some of your other business associates. A lot of people are still not like Facebook savvy and all that, and I'm still working on it. But I know when I read something or whatever, I like it, you know. And if I see something real, I share it. I'll share it, put it on my thing, put it on my whatever they call it, the board, the front there, right? My home page there. So, keep in mind, we're going to bring this down to a science. Keep in mind, on December the 14th, we're having that big event here. I'm teaching graduate economics, especially to the youth. It's only $10 registration. You go online, go to KingKongCoupons.com. Go to KingKongCoupons.com and go ahead and register. But if you know you're coming, don't even worry about it. Just, it's $10 to get in. You get in, we're going to go ahead and get some food in you. And the biggest thing about this is your youth. Our youth is what we're doing. We're going to show people how to start their own business. But the main thing, I'm going to teach them the 5 elements of international business. And it's going to be online. So you're online. Get online and know that you can either register or just, that's the beautiful part. It's going to be archived. So you go ahead and pay that $10 anytime you want to see it, because once you see what I really do, how I piece it together, you're going to love this. This is the kind of stuff you really want to give your children. Trust me. I'm going into the high schools anyway, and I want to get to a point where we bring a team, like me, Uncle Rory, we all come in there and come into your programs and schools and just do God's will, man, by any means necessary. And that's what I'm up for, Mr. Rory, right now. I know that God gonna put us both together. He put us together, but he get ready to slam it. Right. He get ready to slam it. Because you're gonna have your segment and I'm gonna have my segment, and that's the closer. You gotta know how to make some money, but you gotta know how to keep your money.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
and keep it flow. And I want you to go ahead and give us a little outro, Brother Rory.
It's this other thing I want to share too, right? So we're going to talk about that money. Mm-hmm. It says top negotiators only sway the ideas of others, but they are masters at building rapport and a spirit of cooperation and collaboration. So to sum up what we really were talking about is that you have to be able to build relationships. You have to get people to believe in you first. And once you get them to believe in you, it's much easier for you to get them to believe in your product.
In your vision.
And yeah, totally. You have to share that. They have to believe that where you're going is really a place that they would like to venture into with you. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, there's some things out there. It's easy. Life is simple. We make it difficult. You know, start with your morning ritual.
Oh yeah.
If you make your morning ritual easier, then your daily ritual becomes. You have so much extra time in your day. So, you know, if you make your start a much easier process, then your finish will be a very relaxing finish instead of stressing at the end of the day. You know, you see people at night running around still. Oh, I got 50 things to do. No, you don't. You got one thing to do. Go to sleep. Reboot yourself, and be ready and refreshed for tomorrow. Right? If the Creator blesses you with that next day, so at least you go to bed peaceful and at ease. And if there's something that you try to carry over, if it's not essential to you tomorrow, you let it go.
Because it's going to come back anyway.
You don't want it to come back unless it's essential.
Right, unless
it's essential. But if it's something about you had an argument with somebody, if they're unessential, you let it go.
Right, cut it off.
You let it go. Because you can't repeat today. You can't repeat tomorrow what happened today. Only thing you can do is magnify it.
No, they can
Right.
magnify.
You can magnify it.
And
So-
stack onto it.
Yeah, so you don't want to. You
Yeah.
don't want to. So, you know, if I called you last night, you ain't pick up the phone, I let it go. So I said I'll call you in the morning.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all.
That's how it
That's all how it
works.
works. Yeah,
You don't say, man, he should
I,
answer
you
the
might
phone.
pick up the
He
phone.
didn't know, man.
I'm sitting there.
I just called him 4
Right.
minutes ago. He told me 5 minutes.
Right. No, you let it. It's one of those things.
Yeah, stressing stressing on mess.
That's right.
Stressing on mess, man. And again, brother Rory T. Edwards. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we get all our fans around here. Let's go. Let's like clapping.
So many. There's so many.
Yeah, you got so I wonder what happened to my peeps.
They wait for the cue card.
Yeah.
Hey, Roy, let them know how to get in touch
Yes.
with you.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
Rory T. Edwards. That's Rory T. Edwards. Rory now. People spell my name R. My name is RORY T. Edwards 1 at Gmail. Rory T. Edwards 1 at Gmail. You can like me on Facebook, or you can hit me off on Facebook. Rory T. Edwards. The Rory T. Edwards Show. Twitter is Rory Edwards Show. And then you could also, like I said, you can hit me on the. I'm on Blog Talk Radio, WXRP.
That's the one right there.
Rory T. Edwards Show.
Tune into that.
That's 3 o'clock Eastern Time, Saturday. Every Saturday at 3 p.m. And tomorrow, we had a great series in November. We're going to continue that. We had an excellent series on African American males. We're going to continue some of that conversation. We're going to talk about tomorrow the prison to pipeline concept.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to have a gentleman who works with the Department of Juvenile Justice to talk about how our juveniles. I don't know. I gotta phrase the question so that he doesn't jeopardize his employment.
Yeah, I know that's right.
But we want to talk about the system and how the system is setting up our children to not be successful individuals after they leave that detention center.
Yes.
So some of the money that's been allocated to give these children skills has been cut out of the budget. So
That's
we need to bring that to the people's attention also. So that's going to be tomorrow.
Hey, give us a call, Liz, and all the number and everything to get into.
You know the number. The number's I got 646. Let me do this. I wish I knew it by heart, but I don't.
But he's looking for it.
Oh, it's the phone. You know when the phone don't want to
It's
work.
better to call the show, the call, right?
Yeah.
It's better to call, but they can go online. What is that, Blog Talk?
Blog Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
And look up, and just we hit Blog Talk Radio, go to WXRP, and then hit the Rory T. Edwards Show. But the number is 646-478-3474, 646-478-3474, and we're going to be doing some real powerful things during the month of December. Well, what we try to do is every show we have is powerful.
Yeah.
And it's all about solutions. It's all about
What do you
solutions.
mean more powerful?
Yeah, we're going to have an atomic drop. It's going to be an atomic bomb. That's what we do.
All you gotta do is Google them.
That's Google me, right?
Google.
Just Google him.
Rory T. Edwards.
Yep.
That's right.
Google.
Now, thank you again, Brother Edwards.
Yes, sir, brother.
God bless you. Hey, listen, Monday, we'll be back at you. Hope you enjoy your day. God bless you and your families. Peace.